Hey everyone, and welcome to another Statwing for Appraisers tutorial video. My name is Rick Hamilton, and today we're going to be going over extracting a condition adjustment in two forms. The first will be using a dollar per square foot analysis, and the second will be using condition in a regression analysis. And you'll be able to do this from your own MLS data, so I'm pretty excited about this. If you're not currently a Statwing user, please go to statwing.com. In the sign up section, type in the code LONGTRIAL in the How Did You Hear About Statwing box, and that will upgrade you from a 1 week to a 2 week free trial, no credit card needed. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So here I am, I'm in my Statwing account, and I have actually already pulled in some data. If you need a refresher on pulling data into Statwing, I have some videos on that on my YouTube channel. I have a video specifically about just getting data in. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and work with what I have in here. So my MLS, and I think generally speaking most MLSs, will bring in the sale price of the property and the square footage of the property. So in this analysis, I need to find out the dollar per square foot. So fairly simple equation. What I'm going to do in Statwing is I'm going to hit the Create button to create a new formula. This is going to be my dollars per square foot. And this is going to be a formula, very simple formula, x divided by y, x being the sale price and y being the square footage. So very simple. Go ahead and create that. Creates a new field down here at the bottom for dollars per square foot. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let me just uncheck everything here. And I just want to look at that dollar per square foot. I created one earlier, so that's why there's two in here. But and I just want to look at this right now, and I'm going to hit the Describe button. And this is going to give me an analysis of, so I've got a sample size, I've got 1,093 properties in here. My median and average dollar per square foot, median's $91, average is $94. Okay, so that's some good information to start with. But now what I want to do is I want to try to extract some condition out of this. So here's a way I have been able to do that. So Statwing has a filtering section here. So I'm going to click on the filter button, and I'm going to go to marketing remarks. So my MLS uses marketing remarks. Yours might use agent remarks, comments, something like that. But it's basically the area where the agent puts a lot of information about the property, the community, and generally it's just a free form text area. So there's no, it's not standardized in any way. It's just the agent kind of spewing out whatever, and it's hard to categorize that because every data set's probably a little bit different. But what I've been able to do here is I'll take marketing remarks, that column, and in there I'm going to click on the Contains button, and I'm just going to look for some keywords. So here I'm going to do remodeled as one of my words, and updated. So it's going to go through here and search for anything that's got the words remodeled and updated or updated in it. And it pulls out 111 out of there. And as you can see, obviously my median and my average went up to 95.6 and 97.7. So there's my average and median dollar per square foot for homes that were remodeled or updated. Okay, so I'm going to make note of that. Now, very simply, all I need to do from here is go to, instead of contains, does not contain. So now I want to look at everything that does not have remodeled or updated in it. And I've got 950 left, and as you can see, my median dropped down to 90 and my average dropped down to 93. So that's a $5 difference on the median and a $4 difference on the average. So if we did that on a percentage basis, that's probably about 5%, 5-6%, somewhere in there. So in a sense, I've been able to extract an adjustment based off of this analysis, this dollar per square foot analysis of 5%. And that could apply to any house in this market area. And I think that would be defendable. Okay, so now I'd like to take this one step further and include this in a regression analysis. So what I need to do in order to do that is I need to create another column, and basically, just like I did here, I want all these marketing remarks categorized into either homes that were remodeled or updated, or homes that weren't. So the way to do that is, once again, I'm going to go over here to create, and instead of a formula, this time I want to click on variable by filters. And I'm going to type in condition of home as my new field. And so my new value, I'm going to go ahead and type in a value of updated, and you can name these whatever you want, but maybe I'll just call this average. And I'm going to do it's pretty much the same thing that I did earlier, where I'm going to use the marketing remarks, and for the updated section, I want ones that contain the words remodeled or updated. And just a little tip here, when you type a word in, click out of the box, and that will make sure that you're not selecting anything in there. It's just a little tip there. So there I've created this filter inside, and then my next filter, I'm going to do the same thing again for marketing remarks. This time I want to click does not contain remodeled, or updated. So now I've taken everything and divided and made it into two groups of updated or update and an average. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. And then so now I have a new column down here for condition of home. So now what I want to do is I want to run a regression analysis on all of this. So I'm going to go ahead in Statwing. What you want to do is on their selling price, you want to highlight it, but you want to make sure that there's a key right there that shows that that's basically your Y value. That's what you're trying to solve for, is the sale price. And now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add in acreage, age, square footage, maybe let's see, I'm just going to add a few things just to get this moving here. Bathrooms, full, bathrooms half, maybe garage spaces, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to condition of home, and this is categorical. So when you're using Microsoft Excel or probably some other regression programs, you can run into a bit of an issue here because this isn't a numeric field anymore. It's a categorical field, but Statwing allows you to regress on those fields as well. So now that I've got all my variables selected, I'm going to just pop up here and hit the regression button. And it'll take a second here. Alright, so we're done here. It's my regression analysis. There was 7 variables that I chose in my analysis. And so it gave me a dollar per square foot, acreage, bathrooms, garage spaces, age, and so on and so forth, half baths. But then you see down here, condition of home. So an updated home, so an average home, it's nothing to it because that's kind of the baseline. But an updated home, it says that you want to add $7,766 in value to that because it's been updated. So it's another way to extract an adjustment out of the data that we just analyzed. So there we go. So just to recap, there was 2 ways that we did that. We took a dollar per square foot analysis and and looked at the differences in the dollar per square foot in order to extract an adjustment for condition by using the filtering features in Statwing. And then we also ran a regression analysis on this same data, and in doing that we created some new columns of condition, and then we were able to include that in our regression analysis. And I will point out in this particular data set, the 5% difference that we got right here, the median value on these homes I believe was around $150,000. So 5% of that would be about a $7,500 adjustment if we did the dollar per square foot analysis. And then when you go up here to the regression, it gave us $7,700. So all in all, two good ways to extract a condition adjustment and use it in your regression analysis. Once again, if you are not a Statwing subscriber, please go to statwing.com. In the How Did You Hear About Statwing box, please enter the code LONGTRIAL. That will get you a 2-week no credit card needed trial. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks.